Andy Cohen opens up on Gia Giudice firing rumors. Reality TV star Gia Giudice recently became the subject of rumors revolving around her place on Next Gen NYC or her family's relationship with Bravo personality Andy Cohen. Since then, Cohen has recently opened up about these rumors. Gia herself has also talked about the allegations being made on social media herself. Gia Giudice went from The Real Housewives of New Jersey to Next Gen NYC. Fans first met Gia on Bravo's The Real Housewives of New Jersey. She is the daughter of series star Teresa Giudice, being the eldest of her 4 daughters with ex-husband Joe. More recently, Gia appeared on Next Gen NYC. This reality series follows various friends who also grew up in the spotlight while they start their adult lives in New York. In addition to Gia, other figures on the show include Ariana Bierman, Ava Dash, Emira Despeen, and Charlie Zachor. However, Gia had recently become the subject of rumors claiming she was let go from the show due to allegations of scandal while attending Rutgers University. This had also brought out rumors concerning that Bravo personality Andy Cohen was feuding with the Giudice family. Cohen himself recently broke his silence over rumors concerning him during his SiriusXM radio show, Radio Andy. According to Bravo TV, he shared, "This is the first I am hearing of any discord surrounding Gia, and I certainly only have positive feelings for Gia and her mom, Teresa, the OG of NG." He added, "All news to me." For his part, Cohen actually called on listeners to watch the new reality series. He shared, "By the way, I love Next Gen NYC. Do not sleep on it. I'm really into it." Gia herself also turned to social media to share her side of the story. While Cohen has worn many hats when it comes to his work with Bravo, he wanted to explain his role with Next Gen NYC. As he explained, "I am not an executive producer of Next Gen NYC." For her part, Gia herself also addressed the rumors on social media. As she explained, even the claim that she had been fired wasn't true. She noted, "I am not fired from Bravo, and that Rutgers scandal is just not true. That never happened. I also graduated 2 years ago." During an Instagram story, Gia also denied claims of a feud between her and Cohen. In the commentary on a repost, she noted, "This rumor is so silly. I love you, Andy." In a week already ablaze with Bravo drama, Andy Cohen is setting the record straight. The executive producer and face of the Real Housewives universe has finally broken his silence on swirling rumors that Real Housewives of New Jersey star-in-the-making Gia Giudice had been fired, yes fired, before even officially becoming a full-time housewife. Social media was in meltdown after anonymous insiders claimed that Gia, daughter of OGRHONJ legend Teresa Giudice, had been in talks to join the franchise full-time for season 15, but that negotiations fell through after a tense dispute allegedly led to her being quietly cut from any upcoming episodes. But in true Bravo fashion, the truth is never as simple or as scandalous as the internet makes it seem. "Let's clear the air," Andy said during a candid moment on his Radio Andy show. "Gia Giudice is not, and I repeat, not being fired from anything because she was never hired in the first place." With that declaration, Andy extinguished half the firestorm, but not without fanning another. "She's a fantastic young woman. We've watched her grow up on television. She has that spark, no doubt. And yes, there have been conversations about expanding her role. But let's not get ahead of ourselves," he continued, hinting that Bravo has been keeping tabs on Gia's rising star, but not necessarily committing her to full housewife status, yet. From waking up in the morning to standing on her own, Gia Giudice is no stranger to the spotlight. Since her debut on RHONJ as a teary-eyed little girl performing Waking Up in the Morning in Season 3, fans have watched her blossom into a confident, outspoken woman. From confronting Joe Gorga about family respect to launching her own fashion collaborations, Gia's been slowly stepping into her own appearance at a high-profile Bravo event earlier this year, mingling with cast members across franchises and appearing on Instagram stories alongside Andy and other producers. She held her own. She's articulate, she knows the show inside and out, and she has opinions, one anonymous RHONG insider told Bravo Fanatic Daily. But that doesn't automatically make you a housewife. There's a process. Teresa's push, or pressure. Fueling the rumor mill even more was speculation that Teresa Giudice had been pushing hard for her daughter to be added to the cast, possibly to strengthen her own position amid the RHONG pause and restructuring. Some insiders claimed Gia's name was floated during early development for the next season, especially as Bravo considers a possible generational shakeup. Teresa thinks it's Gia's time. She believes her daughter can carry storylines, represent the next generation, and keep the Giudice legacy alive, said a source close to production. But not everyone agrees. Andy, however, insists there's no bad blood, and definitely no firing. Gia is someone we deeply respect. Her voice matters. But RHONG is in a unique situation right now. We're figuring out how to evolve the show while honoring its past, Andy explained. People jumping to conclusions about firing are missing the bigger picture. A test run in the works? Interestingly, Andy didn't completely shut the door on a future with Gia on the Bravo payroll. In fact, he dropped a tantalizing clue. Let's just say, we haven't seen the last of Gia on Bravo. That much I can promise. Fans immediately began speculating about potential spin-offs. Could Bravo be eyeing a Giudice Girls reality show featuring Teresa and her daughters? Could Gia be heading to Summer House, or some kind of college-to-career Bravo crossover? I'd absolutely be down to see her on something like Real Housewives. Next Generation, one fan tweeted. Gia, Avery, Singer, Brooks, Ayers, the Bravo kids we watched grow up. Others were more skeptical. Let's be honest, being born to a housewife doesn't mean you are a housewife, one critic wrote. It takes a certain chaos, a certain flair. Gia's got poise, but does she have the drama? Gia's response: classy and unbothered. For her part, Gia handled the rumors with calm confidence. When asked directly by a fan on Instagram if she'd been cut from the show, Gia simply replied, "LOL, y'all believe anything." She followed up with a subtle TikTok lip sync to Nicki Minaj's lyric, "I ain't never need no man to take care of me." Fans were quick to interpret the post as a not-so-subtle clapback at claims she'd ridden her mother's coattails into the spotlight. And maybe that's exactly what Bravo and Andy are waiting to see. Can Gia carve out her own lane in a franchise historically dominated by explosive feuds, glam dinner parties, and occasional table flips? The bigger Bravo picture. Andy Cohen also took the opportunity to address the larger state of RHONG, which is currently on an indefinite pause amid reported production chaos, cast divisions, and rumored recasts. "I think people need to let the dust settle. Let's breathe," Andy said. "We're in this moment of recalibration. It doesn't mean we're hitting the cancel button. It means we're reimagining. And that includes thinking outside the box when it comes to casting." So is Gia part of that future? Maybe. Maybe not yet, but she's certainly on Bravo's radar. In the meantime, Andy reminded fans to enjoy the legacy of RHONG without turning every headline into a Bravo emergency. Everyone needs to remember, Housewives isn't a job you apply for. It's a role you live into. And Gia's got plenty of time, he smiled. As the world of Bravo continues to evolve, one thing is clear: Gia Giudice's story is far from over. Whether she enters the next chapter as a housewife, a spin-off star, or simply the next-gen face of Bravo culture, she's already commanding attention. And in the words of her own viral ballad from over a decade ago, "Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things." We're thinking about Gia too, Andy. We're all thinking about Gia.